This just came out and people are reaching out about this because right now, at this very moment, Washington is in the middle of one of the biggest debates that could directly affect every single senior in this country. We are talking about tax changes, spending cuts, Social Security pressures, Medicare on the line, and new deductions that you may not even know you qualify for. You are not going to want to miss this. Because if you are on Social Security, if you are on SSDI, SSI, or if you depend on Medicare or Medicaid to get through your month, then what is happening in Washington right now matters to your wallet, your health, and your peace of mind. Stick with me because I am going to walk you through all of it step by step in plain English, no confusion, no political spin, just the facts that you need to know. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We cover these updates every single day because we know how important this information is to millions of people just like you. So if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe right now so you never miss a single update. Okay? Let us get into it. Here is what is happening right now in Washington. There is a law that was passed called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and this law is doing something that a lot of seniors have been waiting a long time to hear about. For the first time in a very long time, there is a brand new tax deduction just for people who are 65 and older. Now, I will explain exactly what this means in just a moment, but first I want you to understand why this is such a big deal for people on fixed incomes. If you are collecting Social Security retirement benefits, or if your spouse is and you have been paying federal taxes on those benefits every year, this new deduction could reduce how much you owe, or in some cases, it could eliminate your tax bill on Social Security entirely. Here is how it works. Under this new law, seniors who are 65 or older can now claim an additional $6,000 deduction on top of what they were already getting. And if you are married and you and your spouse are both 65 or older, that deduction doubles to $12,000 total. Now, to be clear about who this applies to, if you are a single filer and your modified adjusted gross income is under $75,000 per year, you qualify for the full $6,000 deduction. If you are a married couple filing jointly and your combined income is under $150,000, you also get the full $12,000 deduction. And even if you earn a little more than those amounts, there is still a partial deduction available to you up to $175,000 for single filers and up to $250,000 for married couples. This deduction is available through the 2028 tax year, so this is not a one-time thing. This covers you for the next several years. Now, I want you to hear this clearly because this is important. The IRS is calling this the Senior Bonus Deduction, and it is available to you regardless of whether you itemize your deductions or whether you take the standard deduction. That is a big deal. A lot of seniors think they cannot claim extra deductions because they do not itemize. But with this new law, that does not apply. You do not have to itemize to get this benefit. Now I will keep you updated as more details come out on this, but let us move to something equally important because while there is some good news on the tax side, there are some serious concerns coming out of Washington that every senior needs to be paying attention to right now. I am talking about Medicaid and what some experts are now calling one of the most significant changes to that program in decades. Here is what you need to understand. As part of this same budget legislation that gave seniors that tax deduction, there are also major cuts happening to Medicaid. Now, you might be thinking, I am on Medicare, not Medicaid, so does this affect me? And the answer is, it very well might. Here is why. A large number of seniors in the United States, millions of them, actually rely on both Medicare and Medicaid at the same time. These are called dual eligible beneficiaries. Medicare covers your hospital stays and your doctor visits. These are called dual eligible beneficiaries. Medicare covers your hospital stays and your doctor visits. But Medicaid can cover things that Medicare does not pay for at all, like long-term care in a nursing home, dental care, vision, hearing aids, and home health services that keep you living independently. Now, according to updated estimates from the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, these Medicaid changes could result in nearly 12 million Americans losing their health coverage. And while the work requirements being discussed are aimed at able-bodied adults, many seniors and disability advocates are raising real concerns about the added paperwork and eligibility verification steps that are coming. Starting this year in 2026, states will now be required to check your Medicaid eligibility twice a year instead of once. That means more paperwork, more renewal forms, more chances for an administrative error to interrupt your coverage. even if you are still fully eligible. And I want to be honest with you about this, because you deserve straight talk. Even if you do everything right, even if you send in every form on time, there is a real risk that some seniors will see gaps in their coverage, simply because of the added complexity. So here is what I want you to do. If you or someone you love relies on both Medicare and Medicaid, please mark your calendar, keep your renewal letters, and do not throw away any mail that comes from your state's Medicaid office. I cannot stress that enough. Now, on top of that, there is one more thing that has been making headlines, and people are reaching out about this one in particular. The Congressional Budget Office has warned that the overall increase in national debt created by this budget bill could actually trigger automatic Medicare cuts through something called budget sequestration. Now, that is a technical term, but let me tell you what it means in plain language. If the federal debt increases beyond certain legal limits, the law automatically forces across-the-board spending cuts, and Medicare payments to hospitals and doctors are among the things that get cut. Some estimates suggest this could mean up to $500 billion in Medicare cuts over the next 10 years. Now, before you get too worried, I want to walk you through what this does and does not mean for your day-to-day benefits. Your monthly Social Security check is not being cut right now. Let me say that clearly. Your existing Medicare benefits are not being eliminated. What we are watching closely is the downstream effect on the doctors and hospitals that accept Medicare patients, because when Medicare payments to providers are reduced, some providers may stop accepting Medicare, which could affect your access to care down the road. And I will keep you updated on this every single day. Now let us talk about something that affects seniors right here in 2026 that has a bit of good news wrapped inside. If you live in West Virginia and you have been paying state taxes on your Social Security benefits, I have a great update for you. As of 2026, West Virginia has completed its full phase out of Social Security taxation at the state level. That means your Social Security income is now completely exempt from state taxes starting this year. And across the country, 41 states now have no state tax on Social Security benefits at all. So if you are living in one of the 9 states that still tax Social Security, it may actually be worth having a conversation with a tax professional about your options. Now, for our neighbors in Canada who are watching, you are not forgotten. While Canada's specific changes to pension and retirement income are handled differently, the global pressure of rising costs, inflation, and changes to healthcare funding are affecting seniors on both sides of the border. We will continue to cover any major developments that affect our Canadian viewers as well. Now let us bring it all home, because I know that was a lot of information, and I want to make sure you leave this video with a clear picture of where things stand. Here is the bottom line. On the positive side, there is now a new $6,000 bonus deduction available to every American who is 65 or older. You do not have to itemize to claim it. You do not have to be wealthy. You just have to meet the age and income requirements. And most seniors on fixed incomes will qualify for the full amount. That is real money back in your pocket. On the concerning side, changes to Medicaid are coming, and some of them are already in effect. The added eligibility checks, the new paperwork, the budget pressures on states, all of these things make it more important than ever to stay organized, stay informed, and to respond promptly to any government mail that comes your way. And on the Medicare side, the situation is one to watch carefully. Nothing has been cut from your benefits yet, but the pressure on the program is real, and we are monitoring it closely every single day. But the pressure on the program is real, and we are monitoring it closely every single day. I will keep you updated. That is my promise to you. Every single day that something changes, you are going to hear about it right here. Because this community, you are going to hear about it right here. Because this community, the seniors, the retirees, the people on fixed incomes who worked their whole lives and built this country, you deserve to know what is happening with your money, your benefits, and your future. So before I go, I want to ask you to do 3 things. First, if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button because it helps us reach more seniors who need this information. Second, share this with someone you know who is on Social Security or Medicare because they may not have heard any of this yet. And third, leave me a comment down below. And tell me which part of this update matters most to you. Is it the tax deduction? Is it the Medicaid changes? Is it the Medicare concern? Let me know. Your voice matters, and your questions help me know what to cover next. I will be back tomorrow with another update. Until then, please take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember, I am watching Washington, so you do not have to do it alone.